Hey everyone, so I'm here on a ride. It's a very short morning ride, and I thought of like recording something. There is a route that I have discovered now, so I'll just record. Maybe this is the first time I'm making a motor vlog. It's not really a vlog, but let's just see how it goes. Okay, so I started my ride in this morning, and I had come to this place a month ago, but I had not come this inside. Okay, it's a very interesting place. Basically, they are making a coastal road here, which is going from there. I'm not sure if you can see my hand, but there to all the way over there. Okay, so I don't know when it's going to be prepared, but right now this is in work in progress state. So it's literally a road that's not even a road. It's just something there. Okay, and these guys, which we'll see as I move ahead, these guys are just doing their best to get this road going. Let's go. Wow. I hate when this happens. But anyway. So, something interesting came to my mind right now. And that's basically a lot of times our experiences are very well curated. And what I mean by that is, let's say you have planned a travel to some place. So just before you reach there, you have booked your hotel. You have even booked a couple of buses or rides that you would be taking at that place. I'm not talking about the plane ticket that you do to reach there, but I'm talking about the things that you would be doing there. It's all well curated, well planned earlier. Okay, and it's all sorted in a way that you just have to go there and you have an itinerary ready, and you just have to be present at certain points and where you will be boarding your bus or you will be boarding this or that, and that's just how it is. Well, that is good. That is good, but I'm not saying it's completely right or it's completely wrong. My point here is, back in the day when I used to travel with my father, like I was kid then, that time was also different. This was, I'm talking about 2005 and 2006, alright. So when I used to travel with my father at that time, we used to literally just have one train ticket done to the location and a return ticket. And what we used to do was go there, talk to a couple of locals, and then they would tell that, okay, this is a good hotel, this is a good restaurant, and then checking in that hotel, going to that restaurant, and then asking some random waiter in the restaurant about what else can be done in this place. And through that, we would talk to a lot of people. And this, in a way, would, develop a person's, I would say, public speaking. No, public speaking would be a different thing, but it would develop a person's ability to talk to strangers, approach them, have a conversation with them. And there are so many friends that my father made in such travels who are still there. Okay, they might not be very close, but if at all we go to that place and you just have to make one call, and this is the person you can meet. You can maybe spend a night at their place. So it's really good to see that. By the way, this is a very beautiful morning, not evening. It's good, man. So that's how it used to be. Okay, that's one travel thing that I'm saying. So these days what we do is we literally have everything planned, as I said earlier. And that really kills the whole vibe in a way, because you're just going there taking photographs. It's like you're documenting that I was here, and that's that. And of course, I'm not talking about everyone, okay? There are some hardcore travelers as well, and I really respect that thing. But what I'm talking about is most of us, we do that because it's convenient, okay? And in today's economy and in today's times, it's really important for us to, adopt these new methods, because earlier it used to be a bit different. Like, you had gone for a travel, and due to some reason you could extend your stay there, and your boss would be okay with it. It was that good time, slow, beautiful times. But now, when the corporate scenes, or whatever scenes out there in the market, the economy, they are more like, the way they say it, fast, dynamic. So everything has to be done in a certain way, or everything has to be done in these set of days, because you can't extend unless it's an emergency. But that's that. So interestingly, what you can do, or is not an advice, but something like, wherever you stay, you can just start exploring places. And by exploring, what I mean is, just go out. If you have a car, if you have a bike, if you don't have either of those, just walk, start seeing new places, enter random places. Yeah, I get it that people would, not allow you. Your security guards and all, they might just tell that, oh, you're not allowed to be here. Cool, don't enter that place, enter another place. And the reason I am saying this, I'm not saying this in any illegal sense, alright. What I'm saying is, just go there. Maybe you might find a park inside that building. You might find a swing inside that park. And you might just sit there, enjoy. All of these are experiences that you got to have. You can't have this sitting at your home, watching some Netflix series, or, just doing that. Yeah, I sort of fumbled over there. But these are real experiences, I feel. You got to go out, man. And I know, I'm getting a bit preachy here, but it's what it is. Sometimes we tend to do that. I tend to do that. Okay, I'll just take ownership of my statement itself. Another thing, these days I've really observed this. Wherever you go, whatever you do, most of the times people do ask you that, oh, nice, what was there? What did you learn over there? It's not really a direct question that comes as what did you learn, because you're not in an HR interview. But yeah, this question does come up in some or the other forms. And because of which, weirdly, we get to be more vigilant, or vigilant towards what am I going to learn from this, or what am I taking away from this. Because come on, if there has to be a travel story, and though it's curated or whatever, if you're not taking anything out of it, it doesn't really do the cherry on the top thing. The cherry is what you learned, if I would say that way. So because of that whole thing that keeps on asking you what have you learned or whatever, you tend to be very selective with your experiences as well. Yeah, what am I going to learn here? Most of us, we go to Europe or we go to US, which is fine, okay, not bad. Those are beautiful places, I've been there. So yeah, but my point is, you also got to visit places that are very unconventional. Places like Sudan, Afghanistan for that matter. I know they sound very extreme. There are people who go there for travel, and some of them have had real good experiences. Okay. And interestingly, what happens is, when you watch too much television, when you watch too much internet, there's an irony that this video is going to be posted on the internet itself, but it is what it is. When you watch too much of that, you get a lot of news, okay? You get exposure to a lot of things happening in the world, like a war happening here, a war happening there, this being that, this country being that way, and all sort of things. And because of which, you start having a certain bias or certain image about a certain place and the people who live there. Now clearly, a person might do something wrong and he might be of a certain place, but that doesn't mean that every person from that place has to be just like that, right? The humans are not that way. though we are similar at very like core level psychologically, but even after that, when it comes to actions, each one of us acts based on what they understand, right? So we can't really create a cluster that okay, if a person belongs to this place, they have to be this way only or that way only. So the openness that you ideally had earlier when you did not have internet, when you did not have exposure to so many things out there, so many experiences that you can otherwise experience in person, you literally experience it on the internet. So it kind of I would say stimulates you, it kind of builds a narrative in your head about that place, and that's not really good. And this is just talking about a certain place, but the news that you hear about the wars or this or that. Now clearly right now I am riding in this place. This is an interesting place, I'm enjoying it, I'm also talking, I'm making a video. But if I think about a war that's going on in some place on this earth, it might really shift my way of thinking a bit. Like, I might literally think that, oh my god, what is happening in this world? And then, of course, every news channel or YouTube channel that is related to, let's say, geopolitics or anything, they do add some nuance to these videos. Now, I'm not saying these are bad videos or these people are not doing a good job. They are doing what they are supposed to do, alright. So they are doing a pretty fine job. But the thing is, as a viewer, as a consumer, do you really need to know all these things? Is knowing all these things even relevant to you? Yeah, you need to really ask that to yourself, because most of our stress, most of our anxiety comes from something that's not even related to us, and it's how it is, unfortunately. Wow, I think there is no road here. I don't know, I'll have to just figure this out. Interesting. These big machines, I got to show you. Wait. We'll just turn back and see what's happening over there. It seems to be like a borewell machine. It's very big. That's what she said. That's nice, man. Oh, that's like a very big machine. I'm not even supposed to be here, but here I am. So this might be something that you can learn out of it. As I said that, most of the times we start looking for what can I learn from this. What you can learn is, at times you can enter places where you don't even belong. But if you are confident enough, then you will just get past it and you might actually have a great experience. So make sure to remember that, okay? Yeah, see that. That's nice. Anyway, I'll just get going now. So that's what I'm saying. Choose your content wisely, okay? Choose what you watch wisely. Choose what you see wisely. like they say, there is this, I think it's quote or something, three monkeys of Mahatma Gandhi, like, see no bad, say no bad, hear no bad. Now clearly you can't really follow this strictly, because come on, we all are imperfect. Right now I'm talking all of this trying to achieve some depth, but at times I also tend to indulge in some random nonsense with my friends, watching some reels that are not even useful for me. But yeah, we all do that, and it's just part of that, part of our life, I would say.